Hi you guys, so if you like this look, first and foremost, this video will be up. The video on this look will be up um before this one, so go check that out. After this video, of course. This video is basically gonna be tea. The tea. Honey. So I'm gonna tell y'all what has been going on. I know y'all missed the video on Thursday. That's just because I was just so tired. As I told you in the previous video, I was so tired. I have been working full time. I have recently been promoted. Let me, because I feel like my words are getting jumbled up. Okay, so tell y'all the tea. So when I started this job, I work in the food industry, by the way, you guys. So it's a restaurant. When I started this job, I was a cashier, obviously, and well, not obviously, because I could just start in the kitchen, but I was a cashier, and I like the job because I have a passion for food. Like, it is just amazing. I love food. I love anything about food. Just the thought of food, and I'm just like going off on creativeness and the easiest way to do anything with food or cook it and prepare it and things of that nature. I would do so, and just being great, right? When it comes to that aspect, just because I freaking love food, like it's just that deep for me. Anywho, so I pretty much been working there for, it's going on a year now. The year has gone by very fast. But over the year, I have learned how to work in the kitchen as well. Prepping, doing anything and everything that everybody else does, like at every station. I learned how to do it just due to the fact that I was like, you know what? I want to be great. I want to try this out. I want to try this. I want to see if I can do this. Things of that nature, whatever. I like challenging myself, right? So like I said, I've been here for a year, and I just not really had much of a promotion. There's not much of a promotion you can get, besides like obviously getting raises and things like that. And I have already accomplished that, so I was like, oh yeah, like girl, you in there like swim well, like yes. Anywho, like 2 months ago, I went full time. And I was like, okay, I could do this for a little while because, I still got my plans in action of what I plan to do in my life and how I don't plan on working for people for too long. I plan on actually doing more with YouTube and with my other business adventures that I'm trying to do. Um, but this is just like one of the milestones in my life because I did want to own my own restaurant. But seeing how much work and time it takes to do so, I won't take that adventure under my belt. This would be as far as I take it. Um, that's just how I feel about it, only because it's a lot of time, you guys. I work 12-hour days, right? 12-hour days. So therefore, if it was like my own restaurant, I'd be working basically 12-hour days every day a week, you know. And at this point, I'm working 12-hour days, 5 days a week. So the 12-hour days every day a week is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I come to the conclusion. I can't do it. It's very demanding. It's very hard on you. It's very rough on you. And if you have a family, it's not gonna work. Not unless you are like in a manager position where you could just come and go, and just making an excuse of why you're leaving. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, back to the story. That's a little tidbit about myself, my personal opinions about it. Back to the tea. So when I first started, we had a store manager, and I'm gonna name him Bob. Just because I don't think I want to put his name out there, just because I don't know who won't see this, and at the end of the day, just want to be on the safe side. So Bob was a store manager. He went to a different location, and then a guy, and I'm gonna call him Joe, came along and started working. Now, Bob and Joe, I don't know what they told Joe when he first came, but I guess he was under the impression that he was next in line to be store manager. He said that when he goes on about rants and stories about how They still pay him the same amount they paid him when he first came on to work for the company, for the business, and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna do that. That's all between you and whoever you made an agreement with, whoever, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna do with me. Um, and long story short, um, he was just really bothered. You know what I'm saying? Every time you had a conversation with him, he was like, "Oh, well, this, that, and third, and all this other stuff, whatever." Okay, they're gonna do it with me. Opportunity comes to me, knocks on the door, knock, knock, knock. I'm not about to pass up no opportunities that I feel like they will better my life. I already know my end goals and everything, how certain things turn out. Because I already know that once I get pregnant, there's no way that I'm going back to the same establishment I'm working at now and work full time. Only because in the time that I'm in now, I don't have much family. My mother works full time, and her boyfriend, I do believe, works full time, if not part time or something or another like that. And so, with that being said, I'm going to basically be working from home once I have a child. I know this. I accepted it. So, once push comes to shove and woo, I got hiccups for some reason. Once push comes to shove and I do end up pregnant, or I don't even say end up pregnant because that sounds like bad. Once I do have a bundle of joy, a seed growing inside of me, that's when the days start counting down when I'm leaving the establishment. I'm not even gonna lie. Only because that's just too much to be demanding on me about. You know what I'm saying? And I know this, so I was like, you know what? Let the opportunity come. Melinda's going to take the opportunity, but Melinda is going to save her coins up. That's what she's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I've already been saving my coins. I was already doing it. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like I'm getting more hours, more money, saving my coins, right? Because it's just my plans. Um, Joe and Bob, well, no, Bob and Joe, came back to the location that I work at, and Bob was the store manager, and Joe was the manager up under him. So when Bob was in the store, Joe was in charge. Which is perfectly fine for me because that wasn't my position. So, I'm just going to let you do what you do, and we're going to see how this all plays out. Now, I already knew with me being there for as long as I have been, that it was only a matter of time before I got a promotion to being a manager. Because I was like, okay, well, if they don't give me a promotion to be a manager, then Melinda is just going to work out the previous plan she had. Okay, so sidebar, the previous plan I had was if they asked me to go full time, I would go full time, and I would save my money up until like 6 months into the year. So let me see, January, February, March, April, May, June, and then once June comes, no, July. So after I had moved, because that's when my lease is up. My lease is up July, at the end of July, the very last day of July. So August the 1st is when I be at this apartment. And I was like, once I moved, after I've been in my apartment for like maybe 2 months, Melinda's gone. She hasta luego. She gone out this business. All right, she gone. But then I was like, you know what? I can just stick around. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit long. That was my initial plan. But then I was like, if they ask me, if they give me promotion and make me manager, then I'm gonna stay until I get pregnant. That is what it is. So I was like, I'm trained on everything. I'm trained on the grill. I'm trained on the fries. I'm trained on the register. I know how to make sure everything's stocked up and, put everything up and all that other jazz and when trucks come and stuff like that. So I was like, what? It's only a matter of time. If they don't promote me, Melinda gonna play out her plans. After she moves, she gone. But if they promote me, once she is pregnant, she's gone. And she's not coming back. So, you know me, I'm like, let's think this through. Let's think this through. So the day came, okay, off on the side note, because that was my little side note of my plan, right? Back to the main story. Bob calls me aside. Bob and calling Ken. Ken is the district manager. Called me to the side and was like, basically, Bob had agreed to go to another store. We need somebody to take his place. Are you willing to do it? Mind you, I've already been full time by this time, and I was like, okay, I can do that. I know how to work the register and everything else like that. I knew it was gonna be only a matter of time. I was like, okay, okay. So they trained me for about a month, and then it all happened sooner than what had been expected because they was training me to be the store manager. And at this point, it was just like only a matter of time before Bob left, so I had to catch up to a lot of things quickly, right? So I was like, okay, okay, there's no problem. Joe, I think they told him, but I think he was up under the impression that he was over me and I was gonna be up under him. So he was gonna be the store manager and I was gonna be the manager up under him. You know, that way I got a raise, he got a raise, we both had better positions. Yo. And I think other people who worked at the same place had caught wind of it. And was under the impression that he was gonna be over me. Truth of the matter is, you guys, I got promoted to store manager. So I'm over Joe. Joe got his whole attitude because Bob came to me one day and was like, Bob and Ken came to me and was like, basically, you're not going to have any friends. You know, what you say is what you say. You got the power to write people up. You got power to fire people, hire people. You know what I'm saying? With this consulting Ken and Bob, of course, but I had the power to do it. They also had told me that, basically, don't be joking around with them. Be serious. And I was like, well, I don't have really a problem with anybody. The only person I have a problem with is Joe, and that's because he don't listen to me. Because if I tell them no cups in the kitchen, he still has to cup in the kitchen. If I tell them no eating in the kitchen, he still eats in the kitchen. Karen messed around and told me, I can write Joe. I said, okay. Because I ain't got time in my life to argue with anybody. Okay? I don't. I don't. And Joe basically told me he was untouchable. He told me that he was untouchable, that, he couldn't get fired, he couldn't get written up, none of that. I say, y'all know the ecstasy when a girl turn her head around. No, let me be an hour quick, turn my head. Excuse, be like, Stewie, excuse me? Like, no. Because you're going to listen to me just like everybody else listens to me. It's not going to be no, oh, you have exemption or nothing like that. No. Y'all, Joe had a rude awakening. A rude awakening. When I tell you. Joe was just joking around, and I'm learning the language kind of, and I think that's why they really felt like I could handle the position, because I was taking the initiative to kind of be able to bridge the gap of communication. So I was like, I kind of know Spanish a smidge, like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I took Spanish 1, 2, and 3, and I took Spanish when I was in college for a little short period of time. And now it's just like, while I'm at work, I try to learn a little bit whenever I can. Whenever Joe or Bob tells me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ask them, comedy say blah, blah, and they'll tell me, and then I try to remember and try to learn it. So that way it's easier to communicate because they're Hispanic. Well, had a little argument. And the only reason why I peeped that I was somewhat in the middle of this argument was because he pointed to me. And I was like, huh, no, don't do that. I ain't in this. I had to say, my mama, honey, get your life. But with that being said, you guys, your girl is store manager. That was a tea of how Joe got offended and basically thought he was gonna be the store manager and I was gonna be up under him, but it's really the opposite way around. I'm above him and he's below me. Not to say that I treat him like that, because I don't treat none of them like that. I am very, very humble because I work hard for everything I get. I don't try to stop nobody in their coins. If you get a promotion, you do what you do, honey, congratulations. I support you 110%. I'm gonna tell y'all now, there's no bone in my body that's hating on nobody. I love everybody equally, if not more. And I support everybody in their adventures and endeavors. I don't understand where he was coming from, but that's just me and my personal opinions. So I don't try to stop nobody in their coin. So if anybody want to hop down below and tell me their opinion on the situation, by all means you can. But I feel like I handled that situation well, because I could have been like, you know what, since it's going to be an issue, I quit. Or since it's going to be an issue, I'm just going to stay in my place, stay in the position I already got, let it be done with. But at the end of the day, I have to remember, nobody's going to stop my coins. Just like I'm not going to stop nobody else's coins. Plain simple as that. And I know y'all may be thinking, what? Yeah, anybody beside my coins, because me taking this position, I'm basically getting a raise. And I thank God for everything. You know what I'm saying? I thank him for keeping me humble. I thank him for giving me the heart and the spirit and the soul that he gave me. And just being with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Being in the food industry, you have to have a strong heart, mind, and soul. Because you have customers who have worked in the food industry, but then they forget they have worked in the food industry, and they come and they be so freaking rude. Like, no, like, why are you rude? Like, for what? Why are you rude? Why are you being rude? Please tell me. Why are you being rude? I don't get it. I don't understand. So you gotta be able to be in that mindset of helping helping the customers and stuff like that. So with that being said, you know, I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody who supported me and prayed for me. The people who didn't support me and everything, I thank them too, because you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, those people are the ones who motivate you. Those people who they really secretly wish that they could do it too, and they secretly are happy for you, but they don't want people to know. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, that was just a little tea. I'm gonna take a little tip from Erica, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I love y'all, and I mean it. Okay, because I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't gonna rub nobody and whatnot, but pray for him, because he ain't about to stop my coins. Like I said, wait, it's time for that. I think I'm gonna upload. Side note, y'all, I'm just talking away. And I'll probably do some other videos today. But I think I'm gonna, but side note is, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video before I do the makeup video, upload the makeup videos that I did before, on those looks. So it should be after this video, truthfully, instead of before this video. Either way, they both going up, so just be on the lookout for it, okay? Thank you. Tell your friends and your mama and your cousin to subscribe, okay? And support me as I come forth with trying to help y'all. And wherever else I can give y'all, you know? Peace, love, and happiness.